Hey everyone, another edition of Football Friday with BC4 Performance. I'm Coach Bobby Cole, and today we're going to be doing a draft comparison for Aaron Donald and Calijah Kancey. Two very good defensive tackles. Both of them went to the University of Pitt, and we're going to look at today fundamentally why they're so good, how they're similar, and how as defensive tackles you can take this into your game as you go into training camp and into the season. So the first play we're going to look at here is Aaron Donald. He's going to be going against the guard on the left side of the screen. All right, so he's going to be here. He's going to be one-on-one with the guard. So we're going to see him do a very good job here of slipping himself into the backfield, disrupting the play, and assisting on making this tackle in the backfield for a loss. So the two biggest things that he does a really good job of is he gears himself up so when he takes a step with his left foot, okay, he's going to step here and then press himself back inside. All right, and as he presses himself back inside, we're going to see his arms shoot and attack the offensive lineman. All right, so that's a big thing. Make sure if you're going to have a move ready to go, you want your legs and arms moving together because you don't want to make that good step and then your hands are a little slow and then you get blocked and you get shut down. All right, so make sure that you're geared up, ready to go. And then once you make that move and you're going to go and grab at the offensive lineman, the thing that he does a really good job of here is he attacks past the elbow. So I talk to all of my guys, whether it's wide receivers, DBs, anytime you're going to be attacking someone in a one-on-one position and you're trying to turn them, you always want to attack above the elbow. If you grab someone or hit someone at the wrist area, they have the rest of their arm to try and turn that body. But if you hit them elbow or shoulder and you can turn them, you're going to actually turn their whole body. And when you turn their whole body, now it opens them up and now they have nothing to fight back against you with because they've lost their leverage. So when he does this, when Aaron Donald does this, he pushes that lineman, you see him physically turn, and now he can't do anything and gets back to Aaron Donald late. The next play we're going to see for Aaron Donald, he's going to do something very similar. So he's going to be at the bottom of the screen here. He's going to be going against the same guard. He's going to do a really good job of slipping by and getting up underneath, and then he's able to maintain contact with the ground and then be able to make the tackle on the running back. So once again, he attacks at the elbow. All right, so if we watch him here, we'll zoom in a little bit. We're going to see him attack at the elbow with that left hand as he's driving forward, right? So legs and arms moving together again. He's attacking at that elbow, and then as he does that, he's going to rip underneath. As he rips underneath, he does a really good job of leaning that shoulder and trying to get underneath, and he gets his legs down out to the side. So now as that lineman tries to push him, he's able to bend his knees, drop his hips, and absorb that contact. All right, so for most defensive tackles, if you're getting blocked by one of these guards, they're going to stay way too high. They're not going to get their feet at the right angle. They're just going to get pushed over and washed out of the play. So he does a great job of trying to get underneath, and then he's able to sink those hips. And when he sinks those hips, he absorbs that energy, and now he's able to get back inside to make that tackle. So that's what makes him so good. All right, we're going to see this for Calijah Kancey as well. So right here, we're going to see him. All right, he's already highlighted here. And on this play, all right, he's going to go through. And this is very similar to the first play we saw from Aaron Donald, is he just slips through, attacks at that elbow, and he's going to push right by because he turns that offensive lineman. So now the offensive lineman is fully turned around. Now that's because when Calijah Kancey does this, as he attacks up at that upper arm and shoulder, he attacks on the backside. So he actually got him up here, and he's able to physically turn him and push him out of the way. And now the offensive lineman has to fully turn back around to try and get to him. And now there's nothing he can do, and Calijah Kancey is able to make that sack. So just a really good job here getting off very quick and getting that attack position. Okay, so that's very similar to the first play. Now if we go to the second highlight for Calijah Kancey, this is very similar to the second play, this one over here that we just got from Aaron Donald. Okay, so Calijah Kancey's in here in the middle. He's going to slip by and be able to make the sack. What we're going to see, though, from this next view is he actually gets blocked a little bit. So that's him right here in the middle. So as he comes through, he attacks at that shoulder. So we're going to see his glove and his hand come out here. All right, so it's going to come out. He's going to attack at that shoulder. But that offensive lineman's actually able just a little bit to turn into him. But because Calijah Kancey is leaning his body onto him and he has his legs landing out, now his contact, the midline of his body, he has half and half. So his shoulders are on one side, his legs are on the other. So he's able to maintain good solid contact with the ground. He's able to keep his strength and his power throughout, and that allows him to now slip by, stay with his good leverage and his good running ability, and be able to finish that sack. So he maintains that a good balance and gets through. So that's why that play is very similar to what Aaron Donald just did. Was even though he does a good move at the start, the offensive lineman does a good job recovering to push him, but because he has the good power, balance, and leverage, he's able to stay on his feet, not get washed out of the play, and then be able to finish it off, get through, and make that sack. So this is why there's a really good comparison between these two guys. And same thing, guys, these are the fundamentals that you can take into as a defensive tackle. Is you want to, obviously, when you attack at someone, we're going to attack at the elbows if we can, and we always want to stay low and always be able to have our balance, because even if those guys get to us, we want to be able to finish the play off and be able to make a tackle or just disrupt the play in any way that we possibly can. So appreciate you guys watching. Click the subscribe button. We're going to have something new every single week. We're going to do some player comparisons for the next few weeks, but we always just want to be looking at the fundamentals, guys, of some of these best players and how you guys as younger players can add this into your training, or if you're watching film, what to look for so you can be able to make yourself a dominant player just like these guys. Thank you, guys.